Hi, this is Don Thompson with Steve Blakesley. Steve, can you tell us about the Speed Week that's coming up?
Yeah, starting on Tuesday, we're going to have our California Speed Week for the micro sprints, and 4 races in 5 days. It starts Tuesday at Dixon, then Wednesday we go to Stockton, Friday at Visalia, and Saturday at Lemoore, and 130 cars for $70,000 in prize money. What a show.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding you. It's quite an operation to pull it all together. I want to thank all the track promoters, of course, and our title sponsor is Pace Chassis. And it's a really special race. 3 different divisions of mini sprints on little 1/7 mile bull rings. And over the course of the week, we're going to run about 1,200 laps of racing. It's a lot of racing. It's kind of a race fan's dream. I mean, you're talking about a $10 ticket to see that many race cars and to see drivers from Oklahoma and Arizona, and that's almost unparalleled, right?
And 4 different tracks, right?
Yeah, so that's another thing for these drivers is, you know, there's the hour or so that they're in the car. There's that other 23 hours of the preparation and the crews working hard and going from track to track, getting the cars clean, the gearing, all that stuff. It's almost more of a battle of the teams. And so for the guys like from Oklahoma and Arizona, they're bringing a lot of cars, and as a team, they're bringing a lot of different bullets for their gun because they want to give themselves the best opportunity to win.
Oh yeah, and now don't you have a kind of a personal relationship with one of the drivers?
Well, I'm lucky enough to do some of the PR for a couple of the drivers, including Ben Siliker, of course, in the restricted class. But the fun thing for the Speed Week is I get to put my promoter hat on, and you know, I got to do that for a couple of years at Kern County with late models at that awesome half mile in Bakersfield. But you know, we're back home in Sacramento, and getting to put the promoter hat on for a mini sprint Speed Week is a lot of fun.
Now, Ben Siliker, isn't he racing in that new series they got for the junior late models in Madera? Can you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, so in Madera, California, the world's first series for drivers ages 10 to 16 years old running in full-size stock cars. The only difference between the junior late models and the open late models is a 1-inch restrictor plate. So in our last junior late model race on MAV TV, the kids were running as high as what would have been 4th in the open class in qualifying. So it's absolutely incredible. We've been averaging between the opens and the juniors about 40 cars a night. And we do that again on July 30th over there in Madera.
Now you said MAV TV, these races are on MAV TV?
Yes, they are. In fact, this year MAV TV has us for 18 one-hour episodes, including both of our PCS races there, all of our Western Wing sprint car races there, the junior late models and the open late models, and it's every Thursday on MAV TV. Check your local listings, we like to say.
Yeah, I was down there for the first junior late model race, and had I not known those kids were as young as 11, I would have never guessed.
Well, with the restrictor plate, they can't run the outside line very well. So in some ways, it's more difficult mentally because they're all running the bottom very close together. If you get offline, even just the littlest bit, these kids are very aggressive and they will close in and take that opening. And so it rewards consistency, and that's a skill that's going to be really valuable going forward into the rest of their racing career.
Now, if I remember right, in that first race I saw, Ben Siliker was in there, spun, I think it was 3 times, and still ended up in the top 5.
Well, you know, like in a basketball game, they like to say the last 2 minutes is what counts. What I've noticed in the junior late models, it seems like you can get away with a mulligan or 2. And almost every car in the field probably has at least 1 spin, but it's about being there at the end, which is a very valuable skill for these guys to learn. But like for Austin Herzog, he's come from the back of the field for all 3 of his wins. His last 2 wins, he only led a combined 10 laps out of the 100 laps over the 2 races. So it's really all about being there at the end of the races. And yeah, like for Siliker, had a spin and still got a top 3.
Now, you mentioned PCS series. That's something that both of us do. You know, I'm having more and more fun every one of these races.
Yeah, it's a blast. We're getting to learn a lot. We've got the best tools around us because we have the best racetracks, the best drivers, the best officials, the best camera equipment. And so for guys like us that are trying to make it in racing and learn the media side of things, all the tools are at our disposal, and we'd be, number 1, crazy not to take advantage of the opportunity, and number 2, we'd be real stupid if we couldn't find a way to do good with it. And so I think we're doing a really good job, and it's been really exciting and fulfilling working with you and with all the guys at PCS.
Did you get a look at the crowd for this Firecracker 100 tonight? It's just unbelievable.
Well, you know, Roseville does a good job for us, and we kind of think of that as our home track, but we're lucky if we get about 1,500 people there. There are probably 3,000 people, and that was when I was up there an hour ago, and we haven't even done the fireworks yet. It's probably going to be even more than that. It is incredible, and just to think that there's just more to come because we're doing more to try to promote the series, and this is probably just the tip of the iceberg.
Now, if anybody wants to get a hold of you, how would they do that?
Well, my website is norcalmedia.com, and then I'm on Twitter is my main way that I communicate. My Twitter is just my name, Stephen Blakesley, and it has schedules of where I'll be. And so I'm really lucky this year I get to do PCS late models, MAV TV late models at Madera, and then the mini sprints. So I get to see all facets of racing, and luckily with my family I'm able to do it and to get away and go to these races. And we're kind of proving that racing is definitely not dead in California. We got a lot of good racing going on.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know, I tell a lot of people, don't ever give up on your dreams. I was 55 when I started this stuff. I started as a parts runner, and look at me now. You know, I got a microphone. I'm standing here in front of the camera. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I mean, it's crazy for me. I mean, I was inspired by like the Indianapolis 500 and guys like Gary Gerald and Paul Page and all those great announcers, Jackaroo. And when I was really, really little, I knew right away that's what I wanted to do. I mean, in kindergarten, you know, what do you want to be? It was race announcer. But as things evolve and you pick up other skills and doing PR and marketing and websites and promoting, and I still get to do the announcing, and that's the fun part. But I've gotten to get myself involved in racing to a degree I could have never imagined, and it's really been satisfying and exciting.
You know, I have to thank you personally. There's a lot of this stuff that I thought I could do. I thought it might be fun. I got involved with you, and I've learned I can do it, and you're right there when I do need help. Thanks, Steve.
Well, it's really, your hard work is appreciated, and we're trying to make all of our drivers feel like superstars. They spend a lot of money and a lot of effort, and the least we can do is show them some appreciation, but also to hopefully help them get some sponsorship and help fill these grandstands and make this a real worthwhile series. Most of the tracks we go to, Don, we're the only big race they have. And, you know, Stockton's done a great job with these local late models, and Madera does a great job with their late models, but for the most part, the tracks we go to, when PCS is there, that is the biggest race of the year. And so, in some ways, those are the only races those tracks make money on or do successfully with. So, we have a real responsibility towards California short track racing for our series to be strong, and some of the tracks we go to might not even exist without us. So, having the hard work of guys like yourself is making kind of all of that happen.
And you were mentioning PCS, that Pacific Challenge Series, brought to you by PennyLawyers.com. Thanks again, Steve.
Thank you, Don. I really appreciate it.